Hey there guys, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider on the PS5. We are in the abandoned mines.
This path will take us all the way through the mountain. My people used these ways until the Soviets arrived and began digging.
What did they find down here?
Enough to make them curious. They used machines and explosives to dig deeper. Did quite a lot of damage. Many of the old paths collapsed, but it's safe now. Or it used to be.
That doesn't sound good.
Trinity must have found the old mining equipment. They're trying to finish what the Soviets started.
And there's no other way through.
I'm afraid not. Not anymore. This complicates things. Come on.
What's the problem? On the schedule.
Shh.
Hold on! The wires here are corroded, but I think I can bypass it. Almost ready.
They're gonna bring the whole place down.
The Soviets destroyed much of the old paths. Those machines were not built for delicate work.
We'll have to sneak past them.
Yes, but we have to hurry. If they collapse the tunnel, we'll be trapped in here.
Hey, we've got some serious structural damage over here. I don't think this tunnel is stable. Constantine won't accept excuses. Start the goddamn drill. We can break the tunnel later.
Okay, here it goes. It's working.
What are they looking for?
They're trying to get into the ruins.
Ruins? What's down here, Jacob?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. I hope.
Trinity is here!
Jacob, are you there? Can you hear me? This is bad.
Okay. I can get power to that console.
We're not getting back the way we came. Now we gotta fix that lift.
I know. Just let me try something here.
Damn it. The elevator's jammed. Track looks rusted through. Okay, spread out. Find something to pry it loose. On it.
This should come in handy.
At your earliest convenience, please acknowledge these communiques. We have received no directives since the discovery of the ruins. Examination of the artifacts and scrolls recovered from the site continue. As impossible as it may seem, it appears we may have discovered the ruins of the legendary city of Kitezh. There are also numerous references to some kind of messianic figure. If I'm interpreting the texts correctly, he was a prophet who fled Byzantium sometime in the 10th century. The inscriptions say he carried with him an artifact of great power. For the time being, I have suspended normal mining operations. It is my intent to discover the truth behind this mysterious prophet.
Could this be part of the lost city?
We now have heavy equipment in place within the main cavern. We intend to gain access to some kind of temple, even if we have to rip down its ancient doors to do so. While hundreds of artifacts have now been recovered and cataloged, 2 guard crews have gone missing in the mines. I have personally questioned the native prisoners. They claim to have no knowledge of the whereabouts of the missing guards. And though we've punished them harshly, I fear they are on the verge of revolt.
Too close. This mural shows the prophet preaching in Constantinople. Separated again. I just hope Jacob's still alive. I don't know exactly where I am. That's rapidly becoming the story of my life. I'm fighting to survive, yet strangely, I feel hopeful. There are incredible ruins all around me. This must be part of the Prophet's lost city. But how much more is true? The Devine Source. Could it really be here?
Connor was right about the Lost City. The source has to be somewhere down here.
This wall looks like it's put up in a hurry. I feel air coming through from the other side. I'm gonna see if I can break through. Might be another way out. Here.
Comrades, it is imperative that you respond to my communiques. We are now in dire need of supplies and reinforcements. A full revolt is in progress, and the prisoners now control the excavation site and surrounding facilities. In retribution, I have ordered mass executions of prisoners from the native population. With any luck, these rebels will lay down their arms and surrender to save their own countrymen.
Nothing on the radio?
No. There's tons of rock and ice in the way. If we're lucky, they might get a few bursts of static and assume we're still alive.
So, we're on our own.
All the more reason to find a way out of here.
Hang on. Go look.
Stay close.
Hold on. Something's up.
Hang on. I'll go look.
Throw number 2!
It is clear to me now that our communications have been sabotaged. You likely have received none of my cables for quite some time. But I will continue transmitting, as it is my duty. Local natives attacked us on multiple fronts soon after we attempted to sway them with the executions of their countrymen. There are far more natives than we ever anticipated. It is clear that they come from the other side of the mountain and have been preparing their revolt carefully for years. We are now without power and water, and winter is upon us. Those of us who remain will soon be leaving. We have one train transport that we will take with us as many records and artifacts as we can.
Someone tried to to get through this door before. I can use these other cables to rip open the door. Maybe I can push that cart off.
She's there by the mural. Open fire! Give me suppressing fire now! Ah! He's dead! Back me up! Let's finish this! Cover me! I'll take him!
We got a man down!
Get clear! Throwing a grenade! Flush her out!
She's behind the pillar!
Now this makes sense. If I follow these directions... Gold sword hilt inlaid with jewels. This belonged to a Byzantine noble. The blade itself was snapped off at the base. Did this happen in battle?
To any who received this message, I will soon be dead, and with me all knowledge of this place. Escape for us was never an option. We boarded the train and set out for the long journey, only to discover that mere miles from the mountain, the tracks we built upon the backs of so many dead had simply disappeared. For months now, the native population has carefully dismantled the railroad, intentionally isolating this place in preparation for their attacks. And like their precious ruins, I will soon be taken by the snows and forgotten.
I can bring down that crane, it should be enough to rip open the door. Right, that should work. That did it. This statue must be the immortal prophet. And this, it shows the exodus of his people from the deserts of Syria. They settled in a hidden valley and built a great city. Kitezh. To protect the city and its people, the prophet raised an army of warriors. But what is this showing? It's not the Devine Source they're holding. Something else, but what? And his warriors forged for him an atlas, that the prophet might always know his city and its secrets. A map of the city. It could show the way to the Devine Source. It's a wonder this place is still standing. there! Easy. Easy. You know I'm not with Trinity.
Why should we believe you?
I escaped with one of yours. A man named Jacob.
Where is he now?
We were together, but we got separated in the mines.
She killed him!
No! No!
Jacob would never trust an outsider.
Please, listen, I am not your enemy.
I warned you. You should have left.
Sophia! Enough!
Father! I thought I lost you.
I'm glad you made it out of there. Forgive Sophia, she is cautious.
In her position, I'd be the same way.
What did you find out?
Trinity is coming in force. We must prepare.
Her?
She's a friend. On my word, no harm will come to her.
These ruins. We must be near the Prophet's lost city.
Come. We do not have much time. Prepare the weapon stores. Secure the battlements. Go! Now! They're almost here. But we're outnumbered.
The children and elders are vulnerable.
Go. Get them into the catacombs. Light the fires. The valley must be alerted.
Incredible.
Sophia, muster our fighters. Then meet me in the upper village.
Don't disappear again, Father.
There's much to do. If we had more time.
Later. For now, I'll do what I can to help.
You, head down to the old radio. Get the generator working. We need to get one last transmission out, and let the other settlements know what's coming. I'll do what I can. You two, I need eyes out across the valley. Head to the cliffs and take watch. I want to know the moment you see their helicopters.
Yes, of course.
If we see anything, we'll sound the horns.
Go with God. We must keep them away from the Acropolis Tower, no matter the cost.
This vase must have been beautiful once, but someone's poked a few new holes in it and filled it with dirt. They must have used it to grow seedlings.
Send the families into the catacombs below, but we have to keep the enemy engaged here, on this side of the valley.
Hello.
Sophia and her warriors
How did
have
you
already
find
fought
this
the
place?
She says
What brought you here?
Yes, but we know the valley. We use the ruins and the woods to our advantage.
War is coming. We have to prepare. The Soviets left everything when we drove them out. Most of it is just waste.
They've got
There's still the
helicopters.
odd treasure to be
You should
found.
expect them to come from the air.
The Soviets did as well. So we stay beneath the trees. They can't hit what they can't see.
They'll cut us down, no matter where we go.
Jacob and his people are resilient. I'll give them that. Trinity is on their way. They could do with my help. And this atlas from the mural. If it really is some kind of map of the ruins, I've got to find it before Anna. If I don't, then all these deaths will have been in vain. And I can't have that on my conscience.
Okay guys, that will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please chuck a like, subscribe as usual. That'd be fantastic. This is a huge area, the geothermal valley. So I think it's actually bigger than the Soviet installation area that we did, and that took a few episodes to complete. So we've got a few challenges here. Now, I forgot to mention in the last one, if you remember when we were in before said Soviet installation, if you remember, I kept aiming at these posters on the wall. Now, I could have used a Molotov cocktail on those to burn them. You're supposed to set fire to them, but I thought I'd leave them because we've got to go back to that section again, apparently, because there's a few other story-related things there. And we need to get the fire arrows, so I thought it'd be better than maybe not completing the whole thing in one go, to do it all in one hit when we've got the proper upgrade. So that being said, please join us for the next one. Appreciate the watch guys, and ciao for now.